Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the interruption. I had to go take care of the family. Okay, so what do you expect with a lap band, especially in the beginning? First thing is you've got to take your time to heal. You've got to be able to not lift, exercise extremely or anything like that, anything that strains your body. So before your first fill, that first 4 to 6 weeks, that is healing time. Sometimes you lose weight, and that's great. Usually the first week or so, you'll lose a bunch of weight, the first week or two. But after that, it will stop. Some people actually gain weight before their first fill. Oftentimes it takes 1 to 3 fills before a person will start continuing to lose the weight, and it is a process. My goal with a lap band is to be able to eat with a family. At this point, I cannot do that. I am still being incredibly selective when it comes to my meals, my breakfast, lunch, and to snacks, because I find that even with one fill of 1.5 cc's, I am still hungry every 2 hours or so. So I have been focusing on making sure to get enough water, get enough protein, and eat a protein type dinner. That's what I do Monday through Friday. Now on the weekend, I take the time off. My husband's home. It's kind of harder to not eat with the family when he's not home, or when he is home. So when he's home, I just make sure that I eat lap band portions, not to eat until I can't hold anymore, but just eat until I'm not hungry. And that is part of the lap band training. The lap band itself will train a person to stop when you're not hungry, not when you're too full, because getting too full with the lap band, it hurts. The lap band trains us to chew and chew proficiently. Chew until the point where your food is liquid. And if you don't, it hurts. Take small bites, because if you eat too fast, you get a lot of air in your little what becomes your pouch, your stomach, then it hurts. So this is how the lap band will teach a person to eat right. Once we can acquire these newfound habits, we'll be on our way to health. So these are some things that you can expect with the lap band, and how to work with it, especially in the beginning. So some people get really gassy. Fortunately, that's not my experience. I know that when you have found your sweet spot, which is the place where your stomach is small enough to get filled quickly, which is about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of food, and to stay filled, and filter through more slowly, which it takes about a 4-hour time span for that. And that type of being satisfied is where you can eat regular type foods, but the time difference is what changes. And that is the sweet spot, and that's what we're all looking for, and that's why we spend the money, get the surgery, and start the lap band journey, is for that restriction. So that's what I've experienced, and some of the things that any new lap band people can expect. There's a couple other things, is possible complications. One of the most common complications is a flipped port. That is one thing that I had the pleasure of enduring myself. What happened is the port, because I have 3 kids, I did not rest the first 4 weeks like I was told, and therefore when I picked up my baby, who's 18 months, he doesn't understand why mom can't pick him up. But hard lesson learned, because I did rip a stitch out where the port is secured to the muscle, and it flipped, which means I was unable to get a fill until having the surgery to get it repositioned and stitched back down. So you don't want to do that. So that's one possible complication. Another possible complication, which I hope that we don't have to endure, is where the stomach starts to grow around the lap band, and hopefully that's not something that, it's not something that's common. It's really the most uncommon type of complication. The most common is the flip ports. So it's fixed now. I think that pretty much covers everything when it comes to what to expect with the lap band in the beginning month. beginning month for me, needed 16 pounds in the first 5 weeks, so I'm thankful for that. And I know that this is just the beginning. A couple things that I'm going to try. I'm going to do a study to learn more about the human metabolism. I feel that that would really be a key point, because at this point I'm eating 600 calories maybe a day, give or take, and you know, it's still very slow weight loss. So you can only restrict your calories so much, and that's what the lap band does for us, is restricting the calories. So I'm going to go headlong into some research. I'm going to find out how the metabolism works specifically, and how to work with metabolism other than taking, you know, today's variety of metabolism boosters. There has to be a natural way to work with metabolism to get it amped up. So I'm going to start researching on that, and within the next couple weeks have some answers for us there. If I get any emails with questions, I will definitely be sharing those. I did get an email regarding the cost of the lap band. Personally, I went to see Dr. Ramos, which is in Tijuana, Mexico, and my lap band surgery cost $5,500. I know that if you have insurance, that's great. You can have it done here in the States, but for those of us who don't, that means we're going to Mexico. So that's what I've done to get started on the lap band journey. So if you have any questions about that, you can definitely email me. And I believe it's all on record there. So that covers it all. Signing off. Have a good day. Bye.